Hello guys, welcome to Tech Vitals. Today we are going to learn how to compress the files using tar command. In the previous video, we compressed the file using gzip and bzip2 command, and in this session we are going to combine the gzip and bzip2 command along with the tar command. So we will compress the files and we will also create the backup for that particular file. So basically we are going to create the compressed archives because tar command is used to create archives and gzip and bzip2 commands are used to compress the files. So when we combine tar command with gzip or bzip2, we will get the compressed archives. So let's start. Right now we are in the vitals directory, and in the vitals we have Linux directory and this techvitals.txt file, and inside this Linux directory we have couple of files. So let's try to create a compressed archive for this Linux directory, and let's see the example with the combination of tar and gzip first. So we will be using tar command, and then we have to give the attribute. To create the compressed archive using gzip, we have to give get attribute and then cvf as we used in the tar command, and then we have to give the name for the compressed archive file that we are going to create. So let's give it a name of linux-gzip.tar.gjet. So this extension is for the archive and this gzip is for the compression. Then we have to give the name of the directory Linux, and now let's press the enter. So it gave us the notification that the Linux directory and all the files inside this Linux directory has been archived and compressed. And if we see the list, then we have this compressed archive file. Now since it's a compressed archive, if we remove this Linux directory, so we just remove the Linux directory, we can still recover that directory from the compressed archive. So we can use tar, then xvf and the name of archive file. Now we get this Linux directory back, and to see what files and directories are inside this compressed archive, we can use tar command and then tvf and the name of this file. So we have Linux directory and these files that are inside Linux directory. And when we learned the tar command, we also added some new files inside the archive, but since it's the compressed archive, we cannot add more files in this compressed archive. So as we can see, we have this techvitals.txt file inside the vitals directory, and if it was just an archive, we could add this techvitals.txt file inside the archive, but since this archive is compressed, we cannot add this new file. So if we try to add this file inside the compressed archive using tar rvf, the name of the archive file and the file that we want to add. So if you press the enter, then it says cannot update compressed archive, and it gave us the error. So in the compressed archive, we cannot add new files in the archive. Let's clear the screen. And now let's see the example of combining tar and gzip2 command. And this time, let's create a compressed archive for this techvitals.txt. So we have to type tar. Then while combining the tar with gzip, we used jet attribute, but while we combine tar and gzip2, we have to use j attribute, and then cvf, and the name of the compressed archive. So let's give it a name of techvitals.tar.bz2, and then the name of file techvitals.txt. Okay, so if we see the list, then we have this techvitals-bzip.tar.bz2, and since it's also a compressed archive, we cannot add more files in this compressed archive. Now let's try to add this Linux directory inside this tar.bz2 file. So we have to type tar, then rvf, then the name of the archived file, and then the name of the directory that we want to add. So as expected, it gave us the error and we cannot update the compressed archive. And to view what files are inside this tar.bz2 compressed archive, we use the same command, tar, then tvf attribute, and the name of compressed archive. So we have this techvitals.txt inside this archive, and since it's a compressed archive, if we remove this techvitals.txt file, so let's remove it. So we just remove the techvitals, and since we have a backup file for that, we can easily recover that file. We just have to use tar, then xvf, and the name of this compressed archive. Now this techvitals.txt is back. So in this lesson, we learned about how to combine the tar with gzip and bzip2 so that we can create the compressed archive. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon with the new video. Till then, keep learning. Goodbye.